Okay. Another item you can do, and actually you can do more than I can imagine, so I'm hoping I'll get feedback from people on how they're using this jig. I'm using part of the last jig that I just used, which was the dowel jig, and I took the face piece off of it, and I put this wood block on the bottom that can slide. So it's pretty straightforward. You can make this. You can make one going the other way too. But what we're going to talk about is copying a curve or an S-curve or anything, and you can make a duplicator out of your bandsaw. Just imagine this sitting on the side of your bandsaw blade. These 2 points act like a router bearing. So if you have a template that's a curve, it follows these 2 points. And if you have a piece of material on top, it'll stick to it, whether it be by vacuum or double stick tape or clamps or however you want to do it. You can duplicate the same thing over and over and over and over again. You don't have to set up any other jigs. It's just this simple one. So the idea is that you make enough space in here for this to go freely on either side. And I kind of made it a little bigger because I want the chip to be kind of, or the blade teeth to be kind of right in the middle of this. So you have a point and a point that this thing is going to follow. I also made this less tall. So this is 3/4, this is about 5/8 thick, because I don't want the secondary piece that's going to be cut to interfere with anything. So if we put this in your jig, line up your T-bolt, and we slide this with your T-bolt and your knob. Then you can align this to exactly where you want it to be and slide this to where you want it to be and have it stay put. So, you know, these are your clamps. These are already set up, so you don't have to worry about screwing this to the substrate or anything. So now you have a point of what this will follow. Now this isn't quite far enough out because it's going to change it because it's giving a little bit. So I really need to slide this a little further so it's actually resting like another guide block. See? So let's say you want to cut, I don't know, let's just make it easy. You want to cut something, whatever it is. You know, you have a template that maybe you've already routed or you've already spun on a radius. So what we're going to do is actually use the bandsaw as a regular bandsaw and cut this. Whatever it is. Now, you've got to make sure whatever mass you're taking out of here, you've got to make up for the space here and here. So you don't want to cut any more off, otherwise, you know, the chunk is going to be cut, your off-fall is going to be hitting your jig. So this is more for edge work. You can actually reverse this and turn it around so this shifts over further if you like. It all depends on how you want to use your jigs. What I end up doing is taking a similar size board and just double sticking tape to it. And now hopefully, the theory is, if you set this back up, you follow this and it'll cut it. Well, for demonstration, it wasn't a perfect cut, but you get the idea. I find it a lot easier if in fact you take this and make a different one, which I don't have, and make it so the template is on the top. You have to make a different one, so put this tongue on the other side, and then you run the template on the top. So you're actually running this so you can actually see it better. But I was looking for it today and I couldn't find it. So, so you can do it either way, as long as this is clearing the bottom thing that you're cutting off. So that's just another thing that you can invent or do. I'm sure there's many different ways to do this on YouTube, but this is just another item that you can plant on the foundation jig system.